Hi guys, join me as we draft and sew this lovely two-piece set. Is actually a blazer, alright, and a shirt. You can see how she's rocking it. Isn't it lovely? Now let's get into it. Alright, so now we're going to be starting with the back pattern first. Shoulder to chest line to waist, and of course waist to full length. Alright. I've gone ahead to take the back neckline, which is 1 inches by 3 inches. Alright. I've gone ahead to take the shoulder slope as well and the mid of the armhole. Alright. So I'm going to be taking a bust span measurement, which is 3.5 inches. I'll mark it like so. Then I'll roll a straight line to merge. Alright. Alright. So in the waist, I am going to be coming out by half an inch on both sides. You can use 1 inch depending on your preference. Then I'll be going in by half an inch to have a snatchy effect. Alright. So I'll marry it like so to the chest line at the back. Alright, so now I've gone ahead to label it. That's the center back, that's the side back. Alright, I took her measurements divided by 4 plus 2 inseam allowance. That's her bust, her waist, and of course the full length. Alright, then I divided the shoulder into 2. I merged it to join the bust span. Alright, remember I told you I took half an inch from the back side. Hope I'm understood. Alright, so I'm going to be cutting. I've gone ahead to cut, so I'll be cutting for the front now. Alright, so I came out by 4 inches depending on your preference. Then I came up by 5 inches. Alright, that's the space. Alright, so I've gone ahead to mark the neckline, which is 3 inches by 3 inches. Alright, I've come out by 1 inch. Alright, it's basically what we did for the back, we're doing for the front now. It's just the lapel and the collar that is different. Alright, I've done this on my channel before. I'm going to be linking it. So I've taken 1 inch, I'm drawing the 1 inch. Alright, after which that's the break point there. I'm going to be marrying where I have the neckline to the break point, that's the waist. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be doing now, we're going to be coming out by, depending on your preference, you can come out by 2 inches, you can come out by 3 inches or 1.5, depending on what you want. Alright, I'm going to come out by 2 inches, then I'll marry it to that line. You see it soon. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Like I said, I'm going to be linking a video of this. I've done it before on my channel, but it's very understandable. Alright, so I'll go ahead and take the armhole. Alright, I took also the waist that I took half an inch on both sides and I rolled the line, divided the shoulder into 2, rolled it to meet the chest line. So what we are going to be doing, we are going to be taking the back neckline. Alright, we're going to be taking the back neckline. Be sure to do it at your pace, please. I think I had 3.5 thereabouts. I had 3.5. So I am going to be placing it on the neckline. You're going to see what I'm going to do shortly. Alright. So I'm going to be placing, see how I'm keeping my ruler from the break point like so to this edge, to my shoulder edge there. Are you seeing how it is? Are you seeing how I'm keeping my ruler? Please keep it diagonal like this. So I'll go ahead and draw. Alright. Then I'll take note of the 3.5. Alright, to make it properly balanced, I'll go in by half an inch, then I'll marry it like so. Alright, Hope I'm understood. So this other line now is invalid. Then I'll come, it depends on your preference, how wide you want your collar to be. All right. I think I'll be taking 4 inches. All right. I had to go and adjust my camera because it was not showing. That line is invalid. So in this other part, I'll be coming in by 1 inch. Can come out by 1.5 as well. It's fine. Then I'll be using my curve ruler to draw it like so. I'm going to be coming up by 1 inch. So I'll use that point now where I entered 1 inch, I came up by 1 inch. So I'm going to be drawing it from that 1 inch. I'll be marrying it to this other inch part. Alright. It's not much of a task. So I will now be using my curve to drawing it like so. Hope I'm understood. So that's the color. Going ahead to label it as well. Alright, that's center front, that's side front. Be sure to always label so that you don't make mistakes when joining them together. So this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I've cut out the sleeves. I've actually done this on my channel before, so I'm going to be linking it. Now this is for the trouser. I came out by 2 inch for the band. So from the waist now to the hip, from the hip to the crotch, from the crotch to the full length. Alright, then seam allowance. Alright. Then I took a hip measurement, I kept it on the crotch line, a hip measurement, I kept it on the hip and I drew it up. Now I'm taking a lap measurement. Alright, this is a lap measurement. I'm keeping a lap measurement on the crotch extension. That's the crotch extension. Crotch extension is actually your lap measurement. Alright. That's a round lap or round thigh. Your thigh measurement. So I'm bringing the same measurement I had on my hips. I'm bringing it on the hem. I'll subtract 1 inch. Alright. Then I'll come up like so. Alright. I'll come up like so. I'm going to be linking how to cut the trouser actually. Alright. In this channel. So I'll go ahead and draw the lines. Alright. Note, I did not do the division like they always do. That's where where the bust span is. That's where the dart is going to be. And if you want to divide the round knee, you're going to what you have, you divide by 2, then place it in the mid of this, like as you're seeing, then take half there to get your exact round knee measurement. So I'll go ahead and join. All right. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you. If you've watched so far, thank you. So I'm going ahead to draw the crotch curve. All right. I'll come up by 1 inch, so it's going to come out very neat and fine. So I'm done with that now. Remember that is optional. I'm not using that because the fabric is stretchy. So when she puts it on, it's going to, no need for that. All right. So I've taken my waist measurement, please. All right. As you can see, then I'll go ahead and cut. After cutting, I'll use the front to cut the back. You know the back is usually bigger than the front because of your butt, or because of the butt rather. So I've gone ahead, I went out by 1 inch. Alright, came up by 1.5 inch, married it to this other side as you can see. The cross extension is actually 2.5. 3 is fine for the back. Alright. So I'm gonna head to draw the midline in case you want a dart. Alright, then for the back I took 2 inches for the downside. Alright, 2 inches for hemming allowance. You don't take for the front, it's usually at the back. Alright. So now I'm going to be joining the crotch curve like this. Now this is going to have a zipper, but the zipper is going to be at the side. If not, I would have shown you on how to cut a zipper fly, but I'm not putting a zipper in the front. The zipper is going to be, now that's actually a zipper fly, but I'm not using it, okay? Alright, I'm not using it. The zipper is going to be at the side. Alright. So I'm going to have to cut the band as well. I've interfaced all the necessary place that needs to be interfaced. Alright. The sleeves, the collar. I've interfaced the patterns, alright? Everything about it. Except the inner lining. Alright, so I'm going to be embellishing with this. As you can see, I'm just showing you. Please make sure you label your patterns in order not to make mistakes when joining. As you can see, I've gone ahead to interface it with hairstay. So now I'm going to be joining the center front and the side front together. I've gone ahead to join. Please be sure to give it a good press. Alright. So this is the back, the center back and side back. I will join it together, then I will join the center backs together, as you can see. Alright. Like I said earlier, after joining, make sure you give it a good press. Okay. So this is for the back. Now what I did for this, I'm going to replicate the same thing on the lining. Alright. So now this is the lining, the side front and center front. I just interfaced only the center front where the lapel is going to be. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be joining the shoulders of the main fabric. Alright, what I did for this, I will repeat it for the lining. Then I will attach the collar. Alright. So I'm joining now the front and back of the linings together. Don't worry, I'm going to be linking on how to do it. I've attached the collar as well. I've done a blazer on this channel before, so I'll link it now. I'm going to be joining the front and back together, and I'll use 1 inch, alright, just 1 inch please, to join the sides together. I'll measure the arm alright. I'll measure same thing on my sleeve so that I don't make mistakes. Very important, please. After which I am going to be shaping. Alright, now you see the way I'm joining it. I'll join it round. I'm done joining. I'll do same for the other part of the jacket or blazer. Alright. See how I'm joining it, please. Take note of the center place, alright, and where the arm was supposed to be. Just take note of everything. So I'm done joining. Be sure to give it a good press, please. I'll do same for the lining. The lining, I'm going to leave an opening that will aid turning. Alright. So I'll go ahead and stitch and measure the lining too. I'll measure the sleeve for the lining. I'll shape it as you can see. Then I'm going to get a midpoint, use it to marry the shoulder. I think I actually kept the shoulder part, but I did that off camera. I think so. Let's just keep watching. Alright. So I'll go and join the round sleeve. Now this is for the lining. Next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be using the lining to turn now. So we'll merge it together like so. See, I am wearing it. I'm wearing the lining inside. All right, inside the main fabric, as you can see. I'll do same for the other hand. I'll wear it. Okay. After which I'm going to be stitching. Be sure to use pins to secure so that you don't make mistakes or the fabric doesn't move. Alright, so I'll use half an inch and stitch round. If you have any questions, kindly leave it in the comment section, alright? So I'll just stitch round. When I'm done, remember the opening we left in the lining, that's what's going to aid turning. Alright, you can use suit lining if you want to, but I didn't use suit lining. I use the cloth lining, so I'll go and cut out the trim of the excesses so that when I turn it's going to come out very nice and beautiful. So remember the opening I told you, I'll turn it. I'm done turning, then I'll go to my ironing table to iron. Please always give it a good press if you don't want to see something very funny. Alright, so this is the sleeve. I've gone ahead to bring them out from the back opening where I have the lining. Look at the way I'm joining it. Please make sure it's straight while joining. If it's not straight, when you fix your hand inside, it's going to squeeze inside. So I'll stitch it round, as you can see. Look how it's looking like. I'll do same for the other sleeve. So I've gone ahead to press. Now I'm embellishing with this. You can use your invisible thread to stitch, alright, or you could use your UHU, but I prefer, even after using UHU, I prefer stitching with invisible thread to keep the design in place. Alright, you can use any design of your choice. You can place it anywhere you want to place it. So now this is the trouser. Sorry, the short. I'll go ahead and stitch like so. This is the zip. The zip is going to be at the side like I told you. Alright. There's no lining for the trouser, so I'll go ahead and stitch like so. Remember, if the zip is in the front, you must add your how do they call it? I've forgotten the name. Seriously. Alright, so I've joined it. I'll go ahead and join for the back as well. Your zipper fly, yes, that's the name. If the zip is in the front, you ought to do zipper fly. So what I'll be doing now, I am going to be joining. I've gone ahead to serge as well. I'll be joining the front and back together, their crotches together. The crotch, and I'll stitch down. Okay. I'm done stitching. I've gone ahead to serge as well. So now this is the waist. I've gone ahead to measure the waist 5 inches by the waist length. Alright. I've gone ahead to iron an interface inside, and I folded half an inch on both sides as well. So see what I'm going to be doing now. I am going to be placing it in like so. Then I'll cover it. It's not much of a task. It's very easy. Alright. Then I'll stitch it down. I'll repeat same process for the back. After which I'm going to join. I will join using half an inch. Alright. Make sure you still take the waist measurement to be on the safer side. I've gone ahead to fix the zipper. It's not much of a task. I'm going to be hemming. I kept 1.5 inch seam allowance. So I'll be hemming. That's basically it. Nothing much. If you've watched so far, you rock. Thank you so much. This is the hemming process. Be sure to give it a good press when you're done.